It is September the 4th, 2008. The time is 6:09 a.m.
Not warm in here.
Remind me on the way out, I've got your ID. Okay.
We have, can I get his wallet at all? I have credit cards in there too. And
okay, I'll give you back anything that's in your name, okay? I'm probably going to turn his wallet over to his mom and dad.
Okay.
Okay. But,
because the Discover card we just got is actually my card, but it's in his name, so I guess I can't have that credit card.
I'll turn everything over to them, and, I'm sure y'all can get all that stuff sorted out, okay? But y'all aren't married yet, so, technically I'm showing them as next of kin, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Rebecca, I've already introduced you. Know me. I'm Detective Bo Fox.
Yeah,
I work for the police department here as an investigator. This is Ranger John Vance. He's with the Texas Department of Public Safety. Rebecca, what's your telephone number?
903-440-2036.
What was that again?
440-2036.
And that was 903?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your social security number off the top of your head?
I know off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think.
What's your maiden name?
Nelson.
You have any other previous last names?
Henderson.
Henderson.
I'm still legally married to my ex-husband.
Okay. All right. I want to talk to you a little bit about your relationship with Daniel, okay? How long do you know Daniel?
Probably about 5 months, 6 months.
How'd y'all meet?
Playing pool at 127.
And how long have y'all been dating?
Since we met.
Since you met?
The day after we met, we haven't been apart.
Now y'all were engaged?
Mm-hmm.
When was the engagement?
About a month ago.
There's all different kinds of relationships people have, okay? And some people fight a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? That's the way the whole relationship is. Other people never have arguments with their spouse or their fiance or whatever. How would you describe your relationship?
Never argued.
Never? Everything was always
Everything was hunky-dory.
Okay. Now, do you work?
I work for my parents still.
What do you do for them?
Data entry secretary.
Do you make a salary?
I make an hourly wage.
Hourly wage. What about him?
He has recently quit Hydro Aluminum in Commerce.
Why'd he quit?
He was tired of working nights all the time.
Now, did y'all rent that house that on
He
Fairmont?
owns that house.
He owns it? Did you make payments on it?
Mm-hmm.
What is the house? What's the payments on that house?
$600 a month.
$600 a month. Now, so y'all was living...
Altogether, the taxes and everything, and the insurance.
So y'all was living on what you make?
No, we've been living off his 401k.
Okay. It's off his retirement, basically. Where was that 401k from, you know?
High school.
So he worked out there a while?
6 years. 6.5 years.
How did he feel about all this, about not working?
He was fine with it. He wanted to take a couple of weeks off, and then he was going to go look for a job. Actually, my uncle was a top secret bigwig guy for L3, and my mother was going to give my uncle his resume, and he was going to go on L3.
So you wouldn't say he was depressed?
He never seemed really depressed. I noticed on the way home from East Fort tonight, he didn't say a word all the way home.
Was he pretty... How would you describe his personality? Was he an even-keeled person, or was he a roller coaster type person?
He was just even. I mean, he was just pretty moderate all the time.
Okay. So what is y'all's financial system? Now, do y'all have separate accounts? Separate checking?
No.
Y'all are all together?
I use his checking account and everything.
So you put your paycheck in his checking account. How would you describe y'all's financial situation here in the past since you quit his job?
It's been fine.
Okay.
We cut him a $25,000 check. He put it in the bank, and that's what we've been living on.
Okay.
He had a couple of loans out at the bank. He paid those off, and he owed his ex-father-in-law like $3,000 because he had borrowed that, waiting on his check to come in. So it took like 30 days. And he gave that back to him and put the rest of it in the bank.
Okay. I guess I want to sort of go back to, I guess I want to start basically, y'all woke up this morning, I guess. Did y'all wake up together?
Mm-hmm.
What time do you think you woke up?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Mm-hmm. We sat up watching movies, cuddling on the couch all night last night.
So what time did y'all go to sleep last night?
Probably about 2 or 3.
Y'all get along last night?
Mm-hmm.
How was he last night? Good mood?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all woke up around 1. What did y'all do when you woke up?
I got up, got in the shower, I went over to Mother's office and did some work over there for about 1.5 to 2 hours. I had some movies I needed to take back to family videos, so I called him and asked him if he wanted to run to the video store with me, and he said yes, and by picked me up.
What time was that?
Let's see, I clocked in at Mother's at 1:30, and I clocked out at 3. Probably shortly after 3, because she just lives down the road from us. Picked him up, and we went and dropped the movies off, and he asked me if I wanted to go get something to eat, and we went over to that new Mexican restaurant, and we were laughing and cutting up, and he was in a wonderful mood, and...
You went to the new Mexican food restaurant, you said? About what time was that?
About 3:30 or so. No, it was exactly 3:15 when we got seated because we just missed the lunch special. And I remember looking at my watch.
No problems, nothing out of the ordinary?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Just y'all two at this point? Okay. What did y'all do after Mexican food?
We went to Goodwill and went shopping. There.
I guess about 4 or what?
No, it was about 4:30, 4:45 or so. We got there and left there around probably about close to 6, I guess, 5:45, something like that. by a friend's house to see if they were home, and they weren't. The car wasn't there, so he asked if I wanted to go get a beer, and I said sure. So we went over to the lounge for a little bit.
What time do you think that was?
It was close to 6 because happy hour was over at 7, so.
A little bit after 6 or right at 6?
Around there, give or take a few.
What lounge did you go to?
Texas Lounge. What used to be Bright Star, Texas Lounge.
Okay. Y'all drank some beer?
Yeah, we had a couple of beers, played some pool. Nina, the old bartender over there, was getting irate with everybody at the bar. God, she was so drunk. And she started in on Maria, my roommate. And since Nina and I had known each other for like 5 or 6 years, never had problems. I just said, hey Nina, it's just cool, let's go back and sit down, and no big deal, and Nina walked around Maria, and then walked around Daniel, walked around me, and stood right here next to me, and I thought everything was over. The next thing I know, she's grabbed me by the hair and pulled me out of the bar stool backwards,
Okay.
and by the time I got away from her, Daniel had locked his arms around her to get her off of me. And everything was fine after that. And then they escorted Nina out, and we played a couple games of pool after that. And
What time was it, do you think, when they escorted Nina out?
I'm not sure. It's probably about 7:30 or so. Maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know. It's probably about 7:30.
Now, how much do you think Daniel had to drink at the lounge?
Let's see, he had one bottle. He had 3 mugs, which are supposed to, they say they're 25 ounces apiece, and then he had one more bottle.
2 bottles, 3 mugs?
Yeah, I think so. I only had 2 bottles and at least 3 mugs.
How long did y'all stay there?
I think we left there. I can look at my phone and give you a pretty good estimate. I had just texted Maria.
Who did you ask? Your phone through Verizon?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Alright, she texted me at 7:16 and said she was here. So we left there probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock when we left, close to 9 maybe. And
Who left?
Me and Robin and Maria and Daniel. Maria left first. She went to Walmart to get a charger for her phone. She went in her truck. Robin followed me and Daniel back to the house. So her truck would be there at the house when we got back from East Fork. And when we got to the house, Maria was already there and ready to go. And we loaded up in the Durango. We drove out to East Fork, all 4 of us, to go do some karaoke.
Back up just a little bit. About the beer Daniel was drinking. You remember what kind of beer he was drinking?
He drinks Bud Light all day.
Okay. Were you drinking also?
Yeah, I had like 2 beers.
Okay. So y'all go home, you meet with Maria. You say Robin followed you?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all meet